Welcome to the timeline video of The Walking Dead. If you want to track the period of the time events take place on The Walking Dead, these series of videos are for you. In this video, we will track how much time has passed in Season 1, from Rick getting shot, to going into a coma, to waking up, to the apocalyptic events of the wildfire virus, which caused The Walking Dead. So, let's start there. The year is 2010, and in a French biomedical research lab called Biomedicine DDMI, an airborne virus nicknamed wildfire was released. Whether this release was accidental or intentional is unknown. The virus is already present in everyone, but it remains dormant until the individual dies. Upon death, the virus activates, reanimating the deceased host into a walker, commonly known as a zombie. The virus spreads rapidly, causing a global pandemic and the collapse of civilization as we know it. So, this is where we begin. 50 days into the global wildfire virus pandemic being discovered, Sheriff Rick Grimes from a small Georgia town wakes up from a coma 3 to 4 weeks after he was shot during a police incident. So basically, as little as 21 days after falling into a coma, Rick Grimes wakes up. The day he wakes up, we're calling day 1. So day 1, post-coma, he leaves the hospital and encounters Morgan and Dwayne and spends the night with them. On day 2 in the morning, Rick leaves Morgan and Dwayne to journey to Atlanta in the hopes of finding his wife, Lori, and his son, Carl. When Rick gets to Atlanta, he gets overwhelmed by walkers and ends up getting stuck in a military tank. He is then rescued by a pizza delivery guy named Glenn. It was only a matter of hours after rescuing Rick in Atlanta that Glenn brings Rick back to the camp where Rick reunites with Lori and Carl. Two days after reuniting with his family, Rick and the group leave the Atlanta camp to go to the CDC. They arrive at the CDC the following day. They spend the night at the CDC, and the following day, when the CDC computers shut the building down to enact a termination event, Rick and the group escape right before the CDC is obliterated in an explosion. So in conclusion, Season 1's timeline has Rick waking up from his coma after 3 to 4 weeks after getting shot. And we follow Rick over the next 6 days to the conclusion of Season 1 of The Walking Dead. See you in the next video for Season 2's timeline.